So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 3 interesting PlayStation 5 stories along with one PS3 story, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I wanted to cover for this video includes this PS3 emulation benchmark news, a PlayStation 5 title gets a 1440p 60fps upgrade, a new PlayStation 5 controller is coming, and my reaction to the Uncharted trailer. First, yes or no, have you had any issues with your DualSense controller thus far or not? This relates to the new controller story mainly in the sense that it's a new controller you can buy. I've personally had stick drift on my DualSense controller, on one of my DualSense controllers, but that's just me, of course, so comment below, yes or no, have you had any issues with your DualSense controller or not? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, my reaction to the Uncharted movie trailer. So yesterday Sony dropped the trailer for the movie finally, and my genuine first reaction to it was, this doesn't look as bad as I thought it would, and I'm looking forward to it. The argument I've seen online is that Nate doesn't look like Nate from the games, which is a weird argument because I thought we all understood Tom Holland is not trying to portray Nate in his 30s, which is what he was in the games. Tom Holland looks to be a young 20s Nate in the movie. I get that there are some major set pieces from the games in the movie, like the plane sequence from Uncharted 3, but I really think those are just there to be throwbacks to the games for fans of the franchise. This is meant to be an original story. The description on the PlayStation blog when this trailer was revealed is that this movie is made for both hardcore fans of the game and those who are not yet familiar with the franchise, and believe that both will be equally entertained by this incredibly fun and action-packed film. So those set pieces are there for us, the fans, and this new original story is meant to reintroduce a new audience to Nathan Drake. The other side of this is that Nate and Sully's mannerisms need to still be captured, even though they don't look like themselves in the games because they're younger versions of themselves. But I need to see the full movie to really get if they did that right or not. That's why I didn't say anything about being super hyped, or super excited for this. I can't wait. I've been burned before with things I love being made into movies where it ends up just not working out. Again, this looks better than I thought it would. But one thing I can't let go of is that even young Sully in the games, young Sully had a mustache. Where is the mustache, Mark Wahlberg? Either way, the movie drops on February 18th, 2022, so we'll eventually soon enough see how this turns out. Now, diving into the second story of the video, a new PlayStation 5 controller. Reading from the SCUF Twitter account, the PS5 SCUF is coming holiday 2021. We've heard you and feel your frustration, and you should know that your enthusiasm for gaming and SCUF is a driving force for us. SCUF was not immune to the challenges that have been felt across the entire gaming industry due to the compounding effects caused by supply chain bottlenecks. We've had to push back the summer launch of the PS5 SCUF to mid-November. Thank you for supporting our team as we approach these hurdles together. Stay tuned for more information next month on how you can get your hands on the latest next-gen SCUF for PlayStation 5. So, the SCUF gaming controllers, for people who don't know, are controllers designed for gamers who want more control options. The controllers have extra buttons that can be mapped to different actions. For example, if I want to switch a grenade type in a game, and the way to do that is to hit the left button on the D-pad, which requires you to take your thumbs off the sticks. You can remap that to the back to the paddles on the back of the controller, so you don't have to take your thumbs off the sticks. There are other things as well, like you can switch the sticks on the controller to other types of sticks, etc. I'll say I'm interested to see this, but the prices have always been very steep for SCUF controllers. Either way, I'm looking forward to it, but you guys let me know if you're interested in a DualSense SCUF controller or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the third story of the video, 1440p 60fps upgrade. Reading from PlayStation Universe, Focus Entertainment has launched a surprise vampire update which enhances the game for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X/S players experiencing the blood-sucking adventure game via backwards compatibility. Posting on Twitter, the studio confirmed that Vampire will run at 1440p 60fps FPS on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, while the PlayStation 4 Pro and Xbox Series S perform at 1440p 30 FPS. In other words, if you're playing on Sony and Microsoft's new hardware, the game will look and run better than ever. So this is a nice little update, but this pretty much comes down to the game rendering at 1440p and then upscaling to 4K. On PlayStation 5, we don't have the option yet to render at 1440p native and just keep it there. And this exact setup is what a good chunk of people want, 1440p 60 FPS across the board for every game. Regardless, this game in the end will run much smoother now. One thing I will note that's interesting is that this game runs at 1440p 30 FPS on PS4 Pro, but 1296p 30 FPS on Xbox One X. That makes no sense to me, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Now, diving into the final story of the video, PS3 Emulation benchmark. Reading from PC Gamer, PlayStation 3 emulation has come a long way since the developers of emulator RPCS3 began their journey in 2011. Now, a decade later, the team has announced that every game ever released for the Sony console will now boot on PC. Spotted by Kotaku, the RPCS3 team announced yesterday that there are now 0 games that straight up won't boot in the emulator. That's a major milestone cleared, though it doesn't mean your favorite PlayStation 3 classic are all completely playable quite yet. The RPCS3 team tweeted out, "We're delighted to announce that RPCS3 now has a total of 0 games in the nothing status. This means that all known games and applications at least boot on the emulator with no ongoing regressions that prevent games from booting. We look forward to emptying out Loadable 2. As per RPCS3's tweet, the emulator rates games based on how far it's able to run on them. What today's announcement means is that there are 0 games that flat out won't initialize at all, though there are still around 6 games that only display a black screen. On the upside, just over 2,000 games, around 63.5%, are marked as playable, which means they should be working as intended. So the main reason I talk about RPCS3, like I have before on the channel, is because PlayStation 3 emulation is possible. Just seeing the progress this team makes every year makes me wish Sony would work with them, maybe at the least, to get something set up. It's clear that Sony is focused on the remake approach, but I think having the ability to play these classics on, under PlayStation Now, native, like locally on your PlayStation 5, would just bring out more fans for those classic franchises, with more people being excited for the potential remakes. PlayStation Now is still an option even at the streaming only level for PlayStation 3 games, but I haven't seen Sony really add more classic titles onto the service. We've just seen them add PlayStation 4 games to the service every single month, and in the future PlayStation 5 games will come as well. Either way, we do have a team trying to preserve the PlayStation 3 library and history. But you guys let me know if you think Sony should work with this team or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "Bring on the Weekend." I'm going to get some gaming in this weekend. I'm excited for it, definitely. I know all of you guys are probably in the same boat, so destroy the comment section with "Bring on the Weekend," and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.